Joining us now is Maurice Mcleod, Chief Executive of Race on the Agenda, a social policy think tank focusing on issues that affect Black, Asian and minority ethnic groups. Maurice, welcome. What do you believe the focus for this month, Black History Month, should be?
Well, I mean, the focus of each Black History Month as it comes around is to remind both young people in this country who happen to be Black, but also the rest of the country that Black history is British history. We're so much part of this nation and what's made it great over the years and what's put us where we are, that I think it's really important that this time of month in particular, we make that clear and we remind people of that. I think it's a very valid point that it's weird that we sort of shovel this in the month of October, and the ideal thing would be that all history was taught and was nuanced and included all of our different stories. That's the ultimate goal.
But there's been a lot of focus not just on history but on where we are now and what the future needs to look like. A lot of talk, many inquiries. How do you turn that talk into action?
Yeah, it's good. There have been so many inquiries, so many reports, so many recommendations for what needs to happen to tackle some of the inequality that still exists in Britain. But basically, we need to get on with it. We need to do some of the things that have been suggested in the Lammy report and in the McPherson report, in the report into Grenfell. There have been so many, well-funded and well-meaning looks into this stuff. It's time for us to really move on and do some of the things that have been recommended.
And in doing those, where do you see progress has been made most?
Where do I see progress that's already been made?
Yes. What's worked? What are the initiatives that actually have traction?
Yeah. To be honest, not many of them have been fully enacted, I would say, but I think there has been a change in visibility, for one thing. I think it's certainly no longer the case that it's really rare to see anyone of colour on the news or on television other than a negative outlook. That's definitely a movement I've seen in my sort of 30-odd years of working in the media. I think there's more awareness among sort of public bodies that they need to do more, which that might not sound like a result, but at least people are realising how much they haven't done still. Now, that feels good. There's an actual conversation going on at the moment that I've not really seen, for a long time, where people are being genuine.
Maurice Mcleod from Race on the Agenda, thank you very much for talking